H2O. Exactly what you want on a hot summer day. Unless you're a camper. Fortunately, I pretty much rely on action cameras which are made to be waterproof, or at least water resistant. So imagine my surprise when I took my DJI Nano for a swim and it drowned. So I was taking the Osmo Nano out today to try to capture some underwater footage. I was just going to do underwater tests. I realized I haven't really done anything extensive underwater. And as you can see, somehow water got behind the front element. And I'm not quite sure what our solutions are. So I reached out to DJI and I asked them about getting service on this. And I got a pretty surprising response. They said because I bought my camera in the United States, I cannot get service. They said they'd get back to me within the next few days and maybe they could do something for me, but the problem is I cannot wait that long because there's water inside the camera. But I'm worried that it's not getting enough air for it to fully dry out. I'm also worried that I'm not going to get a response back for like a week. And it seems like right now they're not going to fix it anyway. So the first step is to get this thing open. So I use the blow dryer to kind of loosen up the glue around the side, and then I start trying to pry off the back. Once I get it off, I'm going to lay it face down for about 3 days. Hopefully all the components dry out and I'm able to start it right back up. Situations like this is when you realize what you had and why it's important. It's not that I don't have any other tool that can do the job. It's simply that the Nano was the easiest one to use. I love my 360 camera, but the ergonomics and the editing workflow make it an option, but not the preferred one. But then I have the Pocket 3, which offers better image quality, even more control, but lacks the durability. I honestly never expected the Nano to become so important to my process, but now that I don't have it, I'm starting to realize what I may have lost. But I'm hopeful this isn't the end. So here we are, the moment of truth. It has been 2 days. Could not sleep last night. I'm so restless. But we are going to attempt to turn on the camera. I feel so good about this. I went online, did a bunch of research. Everyone says that as long as you kill the power to the camera immediately, if water gets in it, let it sit, let it dry out completely, you have a chance of recovering it. Like you have a pretty good chance of recovering it. So after it died, I let it sit on top of this battery so it can drain. There should not be any water inside of this capsule at this point. Gonna go ahead and close it up. I don't even know if it has to be closed, but let's just do that. And we're gonna turn on the screen. Okay, let's see if there's an image. Is there an image? Oh, we got a red light on the camera. Failed to connect.
What injuries? It was so fun. Top one best birthday ever. Shout out to my dad. I loved it. It's a great birthday. and cut.
Atlanta might not have the reputation, but it's one of the rainiest cities in the country. But personally, I'm a fan. I just need to be able to feel comfortable using my cameras in the rain. And right now, I'm just not. Unfortunately, it looks like the Nano will never be the same. And it's very disappointing. But what's even more disappointing is that I got a response back from DJI. So it should still be covered under warranty. I should be able to send it in, get an assessment, pay whatever fee, and have it replaced. DJI sent me a response that indicates that because I purchased this in the United States, they cannot fix or repair or replace my unit. And that is a very big deal for me. So when I reached out, I told DJI that I make content and I would definitely be making a video specifically on this. So I asked them for an official statement. It got a little murky, so I'm going to go ahead and take you through the emails, right? So the first one was just their initial response back, and I'll give you the highlights. Due to recent U.S. tariffs and stringent customs processing, DJI is currently experiencing severe supply chain delays. Unfortunately, this has led to a limited out-of-stock issue for replacement units and repair parts. We regret to inform you this product is currently not covered by our DJI official after-sales service in the U.S. We are unable to repair support at this time, and we sincerely apologize for this. Which to me feels like maybe this is only currently the situation and things could change. So I responded, can you specify if this is just related to the DJI Nano specifically or all current models? I'm asking this because obviously I highly recommended the Osmo Pocket 3. You know, this might be a thing that affects the action and other DJI cameras. So I wanted to get like a full comprehensive response. And this is what they came back with that time. According to our regional service coverage arrangements, this specific restriction applies exclusively to newer consumer and handheld products released after April 2026. This includes your Osmo Nano as well as other newly released models such as the DJI Mavic 4 Pro, DJI 5 Mini Pro, Osmo Action 6, DJI 3 Mic series, among others. For these specific newer models, we are currently unable to provide after-sales repair, replacement, or flyaway coverage in the US at this time, though technical support services remain unaffected. If you're going to continue to sell it, then you should make some type of amendment to your sales material, because this is something that I think is very important. In fact, when I did my first Osmo Pocket 3 video, I specifically said, even before you buy an ND filter or any type of attachment, you should be purchasing a warranty, because that is a very big part of why, even though the camera is fragile, I'd still be willing to purchase it because I know I have service. If I don't have service, I don't know if I feel comfortable making that purchase at all. So at that point, I said, okay, this is a little confusing because the Nano was released before April 2026. And I also need to know specifically about the Osmo Pocket 3. And here's what they said. To clarify, the inability to service the Osmo Nano in the US right now is not related to the post-April 2026 service limitation policy. Instead, this is purely due to severe stock constraints caused by ongoing US tariffs and customs issues. These uncontrollable supply chain delays have completely depleted our inventory of replacement units and repair parts for the Osmo Nano in our US facilities, making it temporarily impossible to accommodate after-sale service for this specific model. Regarding your inquiry about the Pocket 3, because the Pocket 3 is an older model, not affected by the post-2026 policy, and because we currently have adequate stock and repair parts for it in our facilities, customers can still absolutely send their Pocket 3 devices in for standard service and repair. It seems like this is only an Osmo Nano problem, which is extremely frustrating, extremely disappointing, and the reason that going forward, I can't recommend this camera right now if you're in the US. For the last couple of days, I've been using my Pocket 3, I've been using my Insta360 camera, using the dad cam. There's definitely something missing not having the Nano. I was thinking about maybe getting an Osmo Action since I like the DJI colors, I like the app, but I also considered just going ahead and buying a new Osmo Nano, and the price has actually gone up since when I purchased it. I think I purchased it at $299. It's now $100 more. I'm currently seeing it for around $389. I'm not going to spend more replacing a camera than I spent on it originally. You know, I still think a lot of really great things about it. I think it's a good camera, but if you're in the US, be careful. Presumably, as long as you have your original lens cap on here, there's a water seal. you should be fine. I've used this camera underwater several times in this channel before, but I guess there was a little bit of space in the seal, so water got in, damaged all the internal components, and this thing is just not coming back no matter what I do. I've been charging it for several days now, and it's not the same. I just want to put this out there so you know, if you are interested in buying the Osmo Nano, though I do love this camera, I cannot in good conscience continue to recommend it. If I find a good deal, I will definitely replace this camera and continue to use it, but you got to know what you're getting yourself into, and I do think that warranty service is extremely important. So I just want to get this information out to you guys so you don't experience what I just did. If this video gave you any value, make sure you give it a like, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one.